This guy's been knocking the cover off the ball. Jesus Montero hitting over 400 since he was optioned down. And Chris Taylor, 328, I believe, down for AAA this year. And he's going to make his major league debut tonight. Bat ninth and play shortstop. Let's get you upstairs. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Let's get a little reaction here. Good move. Needed a bat, got a bat.
Really good move, I think. When you think about Morales and what he did here last year, getting the opportunity to play with the Twins after missing spring training in the first half of the season, coming off of a 12-game hitting streak, he looks like he's ready to go. He should be in the lineup tomorrow. It's good news for the Mariners.
Always
some games. They usually take him out 80, 90 pitches for him, so hopefully the Mariners can make him work tonight.
Mariners last few at least once a year, you have to be on top of the Space Needle to take in the magnificence of Seattle. And as we take you a little bit farther south down here to Safeco Field, we've got some important baseball games for the Mariners as the Baltimore Orioles are in town. First place team in the American League East. Glad you could join us here for Mariner Baseball. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and a Root Sports crew. Let's take a look at Buck Showalter's starting lineup for the Orioles from Charm City, Baltimore.
Number one home run hitting club in the American League. Markakis will lead things off. This is the DH, Delman Young. Adam Jones hitting third. Nelson Cruz, what a year. 276 average, 28 home runs for Cruz. See what he's done in his career against Seattle, 20 home runs. Then it's Davis, Hardy, Shoup, Flaherty, and Joseph the catcher rounding out the 9 for Baltimore. Iwakuma has been on a great run. We showed you some of the numbers, but overall this year, a 2.95 ERA, looking for his 9th win on the season. 83 strikeouts. How about just 8 walks in 103 innings and 2/3? Opponent's hitting 244 off of Iwakuma.
Kuma pitching against a team that he made his big league debut against back on July 2 of 2012 here at Safeco Field. He went 5 innings. and got a no decision. Umpires for tonight: Jim Reynolds home plate, Brian Knight at first, fielding Colbreth at second, and Manny Gonzalez, he's at third. Colbreth is the crew chief. 62 degrees. Wind at 4 miles an hour. Some foul back wind blowing a little bit right to left here. Safeco Field. Nick Markakis, one of the really great outfielders, and there's Buck Showalter back in Seattle. Of course, he was manager of the Yankees back in '95 with that historic comeback turned in by the Mariners to beat the Yankees in the division series. 0-2 here to Markakis. At 290, 7 homers and 33 runs batted in. Orioles coming in having won 2 of 3 at the Angels. They lost 2 out of 3 at Oakland. Down the line, out of play.
Markakis hitting 290 on the year with 7 home runs. It's a difficult hitter to deal with because he will use the entire field. You can see him hitting that ball down the left field line just foul. For the Orioles, they are 4th in hitting, 7th in runs scored, again 1st in home runs.
Off the fist. There's Seager. Throws out Markakis. 1 away.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Mariners tonight. Ackley in left field, Jones out in center. Stephan Romero will get the start in right field. Kyle Seager making that play at third. Chris Taylor, his major league debut at shortstop. Cano and Hart. Yes, Corey Hart playing first base tonight. Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Next hitter, Delman Young. Delman 2 for 5 with a home run career against Sashi Iwakuma. That was a fair ball, backhanded. Sure did. You could see it. You've been there, right?
And I have. Looked like Kyle was going to be in good shape to make the play, but that ball came up on him, hit him right on the heel of the glove. Kyle, a sure-handed third baseman, and the official scorer saw the ball come up too, and that's the reason why he gives him a base hit on this. Even though Kyle looked like he was in good shape to make the play, they will not give him an error. That will be a hit, and I think that it should be. Bad hop.
Delman Young, a career .282 hitter, is aboard. One out, one on, brings up former Mariner Adam Jones, who's turned into an all-star player. It's not really a surprise. Having a great year.
He can do a lot of things. Hitting .297, so just under 300 for him. 19 home runs.
Bubbling just outside the top 10 in home runs. Going over is Cano, and he's there to make the play.
Always a little bit scary when you see a pop-up like that. It was slicing away from Cano, and Corey Hart getting a rare start at first base. I could see him running, looking back over his shoulder, and Robinson able to make the play and avoid Corey Hart.
There's breaks by Mr. Hart.
Well, here you go. Nelson Cruz, what a year. 28 home runs. You can see what he's done against the Mariners in his career. So in this 4-game series, they'll have to be careful with him.
And he has told me many times he loves hitting in this ballpark. Second in home runs in the league to Abreu of the White Sox. Strike one. Nelly also tied for third with Abreu with 74 runs batted in behind Miguel Cabrera and Mike Trout. Cruz 4 for 17 against Iwakuma. likes the ball out, Mike.
And take a look at his numbers. Definitely want to stay away from that area, down and away from him. Give power to all fields, but Iwakuma's pretty good at throwing the ball up right around the top of the strike zone. You can see that's where he's had his struggles this year. A low ball hitter with a lot of power. Right in that area. Good location on that fastball, right at the top of the strike zone, running in on his hands.
That's a pitch that Iwakuma has excelled on during his time in the big leagues. Orioles 4th in slugging it in the American League. Felix Hernandez, he goes tomorrow night. Back.
They are last in stolen bases, but you can understand why. When they're first in home runs, they're not going to give any outs away. Buck Showalter, big fan of the 3-run home run this year.
Somewhere Earl Weaver's smiling. Hey, lady, I don't want those rabbits clogging up the bases. I want those big guys hitting the 3-run homers. Pretty good formula over the years. The great years that the Orioles have had.
I think it's a good ballpark for them at Camden Yards.
Oh, my
Mariners
goodness.
will be there soon. Good play by Zunino. Looked like a split in the dirt.
Did you hit well in Camden Yards?
I liked it there. Yeah, I think most guys look forward to going into Camden Yards again there. Especially in the summertime, it's warm, the ball will carry, and the biggest difference is in the gaps. That left center field gap is
a joke. 364.
You're right.
Right center with your right hand with oppo power. You must have.
Right center is good too.
You must have loved that ballpark. 2-2. Broke his bat. Chris Taylor gets his first opportunity in the big leagues, and it's a good one. Taylor called up today and making the start. Got that one out of the way. All he needs now is get the first base hit. Mariners coming to bat. So this morning, Chris Taylor pulling into the gym at about 11 o'clock. He gets a phone call from Chris Gwynn. He says, well, I guess you're not going to need the workout today because guess what? You're coming up to the show. And that's his first play made here in the big leagues. Chris Taylor, major league debut tonight. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order for this evening.
Always nice to get that first play out of the way. Tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Leading off, it will be James Jones, Romero in right field and hitting second. Cano in third, and then the cleanup hitter tonight, the first baseman, Corey Hart, getting a start at first, hitting cleanup. Seager hitting fifth, and Jesus Montero just called up also the DH, hitting sixth. Ackley, Zunino, and Chris Taylor making his major league debut will round out the nine for the Mariners. For Chen on the year, 10-3 record, a 4.21 ERA in 109 innings, 79 strikeouts, 19 walks. Opponents hitting .286. He's given up 18 home runs this year, and again, amongst the league leaders in run support for him. The Orioles have taken care of him on that end. The defense for the Orioles, Cruz in left, Jones in center, Markakis out in right. Flaherty getting the start at third base. Hardy and Shute playing up the middle. Davis the first baseman, and Joseph will do the catching. Machado out tonight because of a back strain, so he's out.
No Matt Wieters, of course, the all-star catcher. He's out for the year with an injury. James Jones leading off. 275 hitter. Still looking for that first home run. Wei-Yin Chen just celebrated his 29th birthday on July 21st. He's out of Taiwan. Up and in. Talking about Showalter about his left-hander. He said he's athletic. It's good depth to his breaking ball. He said he's got one of those get-on-your fastballs like Chris Young of the Mariners, where guys are walking away saying, how the heck did I pop that up? Of course, the run support that you mentioned, 6 runs plus. 3-0.
Again for Chen, good fastball, 92 to 93 miles an hour. Curveball, slider, changeup for him.
And there's a walk to James Jones to get things started for the Mariners. Stephen Romero batting in a 2-hole tonight. Stephen trying to get up over 200. There he is at 199 with 3 home runs.
Chen, an average move for a left-hander to first base. As you see Jones looking for his 20th steal on the year. Already 19 stolen bases for Jones. Caleb Joseph, the catcher, good throwing catcher.
Interesting to see if Jones does go, some things that he and Andy Van Slyke were working on. Andy told him, says, you know, when you're stealing, you're allowed to look in. He said Lou Brock stole 1,000 bases. He looked in to see what was going on. He said there was a couple opportunities that we talked about where the ball, either a wild pitch, the ball got past the catcher, and he's headfirst diving, and he could have got to third on a couple occasions. I'd say that happened about twice in the last week.
Yeah, just the other day he had one of the ball rolled all the way over to the Mariners on deck circle, and he didn't have an idea because he was diving into second. I've seen a lot of guys, and he's right, you can look in, but a lot of base stealers, they typically won't look in unless it's a hit and run. For whatever reason, I always thought it was a good idea to at least take a peek. I don't think it slows you down.
Right. Andy said, I asked him, I said, when do you look? He said, well, it's, you know, it's individual, but most guys, 5th or 6th step, they want to take a look down there. There he goes. Let's see if he takes a look back. He does. Here's a throw down to second. He's in there safely as the throw gets away. Stolen base for James Jones, his 20th. 20 out of 21. He did take a look back.
Let's take a look at his jump. I think he goes on the first move, gets a good break, no stutter step at all, and he did. There you go. He's paying attention to Andy Van Slyke as he steals the base. Quick look in.
About the sixth step, he took a look in.
Yeah, he took off on the first move. He didn't try to read him. He was just guessing that he was going home. Let's see if Romero can move him up with a couple of strikes.
That's it the other way. Chris Davis fields, flips to Chen, and he's there in time. A lot of English on that ball. Chris Davis stayed with it. Gets a job done. And at third, 1 out.
Romero almost picks up a double inside out swing. Trying to hit it to the right side, and Chris Davis makes a good play on him. Almost booted it on the heel of his glove, but he's able to hang on to it. But he did his job, moving Jones up to third, giving Cano an opportunity to drive in a run. Orioles will play their infield back.
Well, you like that from anybody, but a young kid like that, Romero.
High fives when he was coming in the dugout. The guy's letting him know that's winning baseball.
Here is Robinson Cano, second in the American League and hitting behind Jose Altuve. A little chopper. Here comes Jones. A scoop. He dives head first. He's out.
We'll see if the contact play was on or if Jones goes on his own. And it looks like he decided to go on his own. It was a good play by Chen and Joseph. I don't recommend Jones diving in hand first.
It's old school blocking the plate right there.
Yeah, Lloyd McClendon came out of the dugout, and he's going to have the umpires take a look at it. We'll take a look. Once he has the ball, that's okay. But he looked like he was blocking it the entire way. As you take a look at his foot in the back part, you have to give him the backside of the plate to take a look at it. So we'll take a look and see what the umpires have to say. Jim Reynolds, the home plate umpire tonight.
Lloyd came out quickly.
Fielding Colbreth, veteran crew chief. That's a dangerous play for James Jones.
I agree. Crew chief review, not a Mariners challenge. Well, that's an invitation to injury there, boy.
Yeah, and as the catcher, what they've been taught and they want him to do is they want that left foot out towards the front of the plate, so the back half of the plate is open for the base runner to slide to. And it looked as if Joseph he's right there straddling the plate, and he's not supposed to be able to do that. We'll see. Once you catch the ball, you can drop back in there, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide on this. Lloyd McClendon came out of the dugout quickly. And for James Jones, I'm sure that the guys will tell him, please don't do that. He was lucky. Joseph really could have hurt him. As you take a look at his feet, this will be interesting because he has the front corner, and then he puts his foot down once he has the ball, and that's okay. This will be interesting to see.
It's the first play we've seen like this season.
See if he gets his hand in there before he's tagged. It was awfully close. He reaches for the front corner of the plate. It's hard to tell when he tags him. He might be safe either way. We'll get a better look at it.
Well, here we go. Let's see what the verdict is.
Wow, he looks safe.
It looked like the umpire's about to take the headset off and ready to come out with a verdict. Can make a case for it for sure.
Yeah.
I bet more than 5 guys went up to James Jones and said, dude, do not slide head first again at home plate.
Especially when they show the replay.
Yeah, right.
I get it. Sometimes you're just running as fast as you can, and you see the plate, and you're just trying to get to it. But if you can go feet first, that's the way that you want to go. You can protect yourself. And another look. Can't tell when he tags him.
Ooh, that's close.
It looks like his hand is just, I think his hand is in there. And it looks like he does a good job keeping it on the ground to go right over the top corner of that plate. That is close.
They're taking a lot of looks.
Interesting call here in the first inning.
Man, from that angle.
Yeah.
Make in case he got that one of those fingers left hand in there. There it is right there. Yeah, it looks like he might have got in there. Well, this is one of the longer reviews we've had so far this season. Chen, catcher. I mean, the pitcher's got to be a little upset throwing his rhythm off big time.
One of the other things, too, with diving into home plate head first, is you can see his hand around his feet, and there's a chance for him to get spiked. That's the first thing. But the other part about it, too, is you have to remember the catchers have that equipment on, and he could have dropped the shin guard on him, and then all of a sudden you're having a shoulder issue. There's all kinds of problems that can come from that. So for the kids at home that play this game, if you can go in feet first at home, that's the way to do it. Joseph, I thought, was kind in making that tag right there because he could have really hurt him.
See what we got. He's out. So 2 away with Cano at first. No violation of blocking the plate.
And again, it wasn't a challenge, it was a review. So
Here's Corey Hart. See a strike. Tough run for Curry. 2 for 8 on the homestand. 2 career home runs against Baltimore. Look out.
That's it.
Two outs, man at first. Corey Hart batting cleanup tonight, playing at first base. Second time this season Corey's been at first base. 0-2 count. One and two. Mariners come into tonight's game having lost the last 2 games to the New York Mets. They won the first game 5-2, then lost 3-1 and 3-2. That bat's gone. Just joining us, Kendrys Morales will join the ball club tomorrow. Couldn't get him here on a flight here today coming in from Minnesota. Obtained from Minnesota for Stephen Pryor and Chris Taylor, that young man in the beard. They're called up from AAA Tacoma today, making his major league debut. He's a .328 hitter with 5 homers, 37 runs batted in, and he's stolen 14 bases down at Tacoma. 1-2.
And so far, Chen just going right at Hart with a bunch of fastballs. Fastball 92, 93 miles an hour was in on his hands. That last pitch down and away from Corey as he fouls it off.
Orioles with make that a 3-game lead starting today. Yankees won earlier, so now it's 2.5. 12-6 in the month of July. To right field, Nick Markakis. Good dive, makes the play, and that'll do it for the Mariners. Nothing across. They strand one. Second inning coming up. On Root Sports, being brought to you by Ford. We are local. By AM/PM. Too much good stuff. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming the smooth, soulful sounds of Anthony Hamilton, September 13th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. No scores. We get to the second inning. We're joined by Mariners Hall of Famer Hey, Chopper.
What's up, Chopper? How are you?
Pal. Doing all right?
See you guys. How goes it?
Everything good?
Wonderful. How about y'all?
Great.
No
fall in the river at all? Or you
I did not
stay
fall
dry?
in the river. I ripped some lips. I sure did. Caught a lot of fish. Had a good time and drank a lot of Diet Pepsi with my bro. And
Yeah, sure you
got a
did.
little sun. And now I get to come back and watch a big league ball game. So see these guys continue to stay hot and hopefully get into the postseason. How nice would that be? That's a nice topic to be talking about this time of the season.
How about the race tightening up, too? The Mariners held that second spot for a long time, and now the Yankees are in it.
Two teams
Tampa
are hot
Bay,
ahead of them with
Toronto.
most wins, 60 with the Angels and the A's, so it's going to be tough to catch those guys. But I like the fact that they added on. We got Morales coming in tomorrow. That's good, and man, you never know, something might happen. I mean, you don't get this opportunity very often. It's been a few years around here, so
It has.
we'll see what happens. It's exciting. I know the fans. I mean, look, the fans are talking about it, so that's a good thing. Everybody's at a buzz, so I like it.
1-1 count to Chris Davis. Fouled off.
But they got a tough second half, don't they?
The schedule's tough.
Yeah.
And it's starting tonight against the Orioles, first place Orioles.
And then they go in, what, Cleveland? You guys go
Cleveland,
to Cleveland?
second place Cleveland, then they go back into Baltimore. It's going to be difficult.
That's a buckle-up Chuck, huh? Take them one game at a time, though, man. Don't look too far ahead.
Absolutely. Chris Davis. Dangerous hitter, as you know. 53 home runs last year. 2012, he had 33. Here's the upcoming schedule. You got Baltimore here, go to Cleveland. Cleveland starting to make a move, and then another series with the Orioles.
I always love going to Baltimore. Great place to hit. Great little city down there. I love the cityscape and the way they did that ballpark. One of my favorite places. You like going there, Michael?
I did, yeah.
It's pretty cool. That inner harbor down there. Good grub.
How many times you launch down there? Often?
I try to as much as I could. It's a good place to hit, man. You know, it don't take much to get loose. You get loose in a hurry down there because it's
especially
a little warm.
in August. Yeah.
Yeah, a little humidity, but that ball jumps, man.
With Chris Davis hitting, Mariners have the shift on. Cano probably about as deep as we've seen him out towards right field. Can't say that I blame him. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield.
Yeah, this guy was getting after it all year last year, wasn't he? Oof.
53 homers, 138 runs batted in. 3-2 pitch. Strike three called. He thought he had a free pass. Jim Reynolds disagrees. First strikeout for Kuma.
It was one of the things we were talking about. Iwakuma just doesn't walk anybody, and this is a perfect pitch. One of his better fastballs at 90 miles an hour right off the outside corner. And Mike Zunino holding it there so that the home plate umpire Jim Reynolds can make the call. Just a perfect pitch by Iwakuma.
Little paint.
Shortstop J.J. Hardy.
That's the hardest one as a hitter. You got to tip your hat. It's not always fun to have to tip your hat.
I don't blame him for barking at him. Maybe it'll help him out the next time
plant a
through.
seed, right?
Yeah.
Hardy hitting at 281.
That's a pretty stacked lineup right here. We got some boppers in there. I like that Shoot kid. He's not. He obviously needs to get it turned around, get going. But what a specimen he is. What is he? 6'4"? Is a second baseman 220 or something crazy?
He has 8 home runs.
It's going to be a good one, though. I'm watching him.
Orioles can swing it. 4th in batting, 7th in runs, 6th in runs scored. 4.29 per ball game. And entering today, Bucks club tied with the Blue Jays, #1 in home runs in the major leagues at 122.
It's a good man right there. Old Buck.
And another strikeout. I saw you when I was up here getting ready. You were down on the field talking to Jim Presley. How's Jim? How's he doing?
He's doing awesome. He's doing awesome.
Former Mariner third baseman.
Good man. And we were talking about rapping about old times and talking about how maybe one of these days he'd like to get back in some capacity in the Mariner uniform with the organization. So, but yeah, one of the best, man. He got me into fly fishing for steelhead when I first got traded over here and caught my first steelhead with him. So, good dude. Knows his stuff.
Guys are making him look pretty good. First in home runs.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got some boppers. There's no doubt about that. That's another thing we were talking about, is how those guys do not get cheated in that lineup.
Shoot pounds one down to Taylor. Charges. Easy flip, and Iwakuma. Nice inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles in the second inning. Seager, Montero, and Ackley coming up when we return. Orioles, time now for our CenturyLink link to what's next as we take a look at the remainder of this series. Coming up tomorrow, Kevin Gausman against Felix Hernandez, then Bud Norris and Chris Young, and then Miguel Gonzalez against Roenis Elias. 4-game set here in Seattle, a 3-game series next weekend in Charm City. Kyle Seager's going to lead it off against Wei-Yin Chen here in the second inning.
He had to feel good about Kyle making the All-Star team and getting a chance to get in the game. That was pretty neat.
Good to see, wasn't it? Plus, he got, he helped himself out the last week going into it. So I know he said he had a blast, and how can you not? It's one of the funner things I got a chance to play in. I played in one. It was a blast.
Where was that?
It was in Philly in '96. Crazy, man. It was like a whirlwind.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, how many guys?
Did you take the family back with you?
I took everyone. I mean, anyone that had a B in their last name, I was with me. And I had an entourage with me.
Half the state of Texas, huh?
I took my grandfather, my mom, dad, all my brothers, everybody. It was a blast. Had a good time.
Ball takes Davis right to the bag.
But I will tell you, when I came back, because I participated in the home run derby, and so my back was shot for about 2 days after that. And so it really and truly, from the adrenaline high, it took me a couple of days to to get things kind of settled back in, because I was burnt. But it was a blast. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
There's Jesus Montero DHing tonight. Who did you meet that you hadn't met before that, was like, hey, I'd like to meet that guy. He's a good dude. One of those kind of things. Anybody over in the other league? Different look for Montero.
For me, it was a lot of the National League guys, because it was before interleague play and all that. So, and a lot of those guys were all in Florida, their spring training. So, I mean, you look at all the Atlanta guys that were, it was almost the entire National League team, to be honest with you, and guys that I always looked up to. And so it was a blast. I mean, it was definitely a who's who to sit in there and you're signing all the baseballs and you're rubbing elbows with all these guys. It was a lot of fun.
How about this approach by Montero? A lot different from the last time when we saw him.
A lot different.
A little more upright.
Open.
Looks, open. As long as you get the square, it takes a lot of the pressure off the shoulders. The way he's holding the bat, looks like he's got a little bit softer in the hands. Better get that foot down, though. That's the biggest thing, is that timing, is getting that front foot down at the right time.
How many times did you change your stance?
Once I got into that softball stance I had, that was pretty much it. That was my last hope. You know, I mean, that was just, it just felt comfortable to me. Helped me with the slider a little bit.
Adam Jones taking charge. What about you, Mike? You change a bunch?
A bunch, until I ended up getting and staying in the big leagues. Then I stayed with what I ended up with.
Funny how that works, right?
Yeah.
Brings up Dustin Ackley. Ackley with a very good run here. 6-game hitting streak, 11 for his last 24, and on the homestand, 6 for 10.
I like the hops he showed. Knowing where he was at, finding the warning track. The biggest thing with that, when you go back to rob a fly ball like that, is being able to time that leap where you go up and you don't, you know, take your shoulder into the wall. But not only that, is when you bring it back over, a lot of the times you want to fling it out, and he was able to go up and bring that thing back over. That was a heck of a play, man. I loved it when they showed the camera angle from the bullpen.
Right.
The reverse angle, that was pretty cool looking. As an outfielder, you don't get a chance to do that very often. And during BP, I mean, you practice it all the time. You try to do it, see if you can make the best catch. And when it actually happens in a real game, it's pretty fun.
Well, he had such a great smile as he was coming in. The crowd's going nuts in his smile. He was trying to hold it back, but he broke out with a smile. It was very
Everybody
cool.
was loving it except the guy that hit the ball. He's not a happy camper.
That was Travis Darno.
Yeah.
Got robbed. Base hit for Ackley. Keeps a hitting streak going. It's at 7 games.
Been swinging the bat well. 7-game hitting streak now for Dustin coming in the game. 6-game hitting streak, hitting .458 over the 6 games. So he is really starting to turn things around.
Look at that front shoulder, though, Mike. He keeps that front shoulder in, stay squared up.
I was talking to Howard Johnson about his swing and asking him about the difference, and he said really mechanically the only thing, you know, he kind of glides out there with that front knee staying bent the way that he has. So where he's getting in trouble is that hip starts to go with it, is when his swing gets a little bit longer. So they've been working on him staying back a little bit longer, and you can see it in that swing. He's able to do it, and that's why you can see things turning around, and it also keeps his head still,
right,
instead of moving forward and basically rushing to the ball.
That's the biggest thing. You start getting all that extra movement, and that head has to go somewhere.
1-1 here to Mike Zunino.
Hojo's been doing it, man. I like him down there. The guy's starting to really buy in, and they love him. He's living in that cage with those kids.
Did you see the home run that Zunino hit the other day here? He hit it right over the U.S. Bank sign in the upper deck in the left center field.
That's big boy land right there.
It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch.
And he'll get it turning. I know there's been a lot of talks about his average dropping down to 204 and all that. I tell you what, though, man, he's calling a heck of a game. Does a great job back behind the plate.
Markakis there for the easy out. That'll do it for the Mariners as they strand Ackley at first. No score. cloudy night. More clouds moving in here at Safeco Field. And make sure you join us for Seattle's largest sing-along set, the fireworks. It's coming up tomorrow. Second of 3 great summer fireworks nights here at Safeco Field. Comes after the Mariners 7-10 start against the Orioles. You can enjoy a fantastic fireworks show set to a playlist of classic songs like Journey's Don't Stop Believin' and Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. So join in on the fun. Pick up tickets at Mariners.com. Ryan Flaherty, the third baseman for the Orioles, leads off. Up the middle, base hit. Second hit for Baltimore.
First pitch fastball is going to be aggressive on it, which is what you would expect from the Orioles. It's a club, they're not looking to walk. They will strike out some, but again, first in home runs.
And they know Kuma's always going to be around the plate, so.
They only 8 walks on the year. Another thing that's interesting is to watch him and Felix getting that extra day of rest. Iwakuma 1.98, Felix is a 1.7. So they're a run better with that extra day.
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially for Kuma. I mean, he didn't have a spring training, so it's trying to play catch up. So he needs it even more.
Well, with Paxton on the road to recovery, that make it a little bit easier for Lloyd to pick his spots, especially with the off days, and to give those guys that extra day when they need it.
That's a good sign about Paxton. Why he throws his next coming up next couple of days.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's a good shot. We'll see him in Baltimore next week.
Yeah.
He has got good stuff.
I'll ask you the same question that was asked of me today, because we've been talking about the Mariners and the wild card and all that stuff. And they asked me, they said, well, you know, as a team, we get it. The players, they always talk about it, that they're not paying attention. And you mentioned it already day to day. And they were asking me about it. And I told them, I said, the first time I went through it was at 95. This is going to be a base hit to center field. It was at 95. And I said, I just started laughing. I said, I looked every day. I want to know exactly where I was at. And I said, the great thing with us playing in Seattle, Jay, is most of the other clubs were already done or close to it by the time so we knew what we had to do every night. And of course we paid attention to it.
Absolutely, that's part of it. Everybody's like, well, isn't that putting undue pressure on yourself and all that? No, everybody handles pressure their own way.
We had fun.
We had a blast, man, because that's what you work so hard for. Playing in games that mean something. I mean, you got to love that. That's what it's all about. And at the end of the year, when you're totally exhausted from the grind, you look back and there's something to be said about going, man, that was awesome. I love to do it every single year, because that's the way it should be played right there. Postseason baseball, coming down to one game too at the end of the year. Oh, man, right. Come on. And the crowd there, I mean, they were beating us to the ballpark, man. I mean, we would start off at 2 o'clock to the yard, and then it got down to 1 o'clock, and everybody go and have lunch. And, man, they were tailgating up the storm. So how do you not feed off of that and not love that?
Yeah,
that's the way it should be.
And my hope is that these guys continue and keep hanging in there to experience all those things, because it's something that you have to go through for the first time. And for most of them, it will be their first time. I mean, you can even look at Felix, the best pitcher in the American League, maybe in the game, and as long as he's been here, he's never experienced it. He's going through it for the first time. So outside of Cano, these guys, it'd be neat if they could just stay in there. You never know what's going to happen in it, but just hang in there and just go through the experience and the process of it. It'd be fun.
Talking to Cano about that, he said, I tell the guys all the time, once you go to the playoffs, you want to go every year.
It's a different kind of butterflies too, man.
What's it like?
It's just, you know, everything's amped up to a complete different level. The media coverage, the things they ask you to do. I mean, you're trying to balance all that and still stay focused.
Just the amount of people around the cage when you're taking batting practice. Oh. You come walking out like you normally do.
Right, it's like 100 guys, right?
Right then it'll hit you, yeah.
Yes, first step out of the dugout. You can
it's different,
right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Walking from the on deck circle to home plate too, and you look around, it's just shoulder to shoulder. It's a buzz.
Exactly.
It's so loud. It's like, oh my gosh.
That's exactly right. The buzz.
A couple of base hits, 8-9 hitters. Iwakuma has his work cut out for him. The Orioles this year, along with hitting a lot of home runs, hitting .304 with runners in scoring position, so they've done a good job. And he's back to the top of the lineup. Markakis, who can spray the ball around. Tough customer.
3 hits for the Orioles, 1 for the Mariners, and 1 hit by Ackley. 2-2 pitch here to Markakis. Hit hard. Corey Hart slowed it up. They're going to wave on the runner, Flaherty. No throw. Orioles on the board. RBI for Nick Markakis is 34th as Flaherty scores. And going first to third is Caleb Joseph.
We'll take a look at it. Ball is hit hard to the right side again. Markakis will use the entire field. And it looked as if it did go off right off the end of the glove of Corey Hart, who's getting a start at first base. Slowed it down enough. Romero has a good arm in right field, but no chance to throw out the runner after it was slowed down.
I think Joseph did a good job, whether he meant to on purpose or not, of blocking Corey's vision right there on that ball for a split second, just enough to squeak it by him.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Delman Young rides one deep left. That baby is gone. Wow, 3-run line drive home run by Delman Young. His 4th homer, 14th RBI, and Iwakuma gives up just his 2nd home run in the month of July. For the season, his 12th home run given up. So no doubt about it.
Unfortunately,
that's a Baltimore Orioles special. 3-run jack.
Delman Young still getting after it too, isn't he?
Little breaking ball, 78 miles an hour on the first pitch, and it is belt high in the middle of the plate. He lines this out into the Orioles bullpen. For Young, his 4th home run of the year, but he picks up 3 RBIs with this home run.
Oh, that ball got smoked.
Still nobody out. It's happened quickly. 4 straight hits, including the homer.
Here's Adam Jones. Well, he tried to go yard. A soft liner that Cano put in his pocket in the first inning.
You guys said it. They like to hit the long ball, and that didn't take much time, did it?
0-2 to Adam Jones. Jones came up through the Mariner organization, played 41 games for the Mariners in 07. Infamous trade back in late in 07. He's been with Baltimore since 08. All-star performer, has made it 4 times.
Came up as a shortstop. Didn't take him long to stick him out in the outfield, but
ball hit to Taylor. Good strong arm to get Adam Jones for the first out. Nicholas Talbot from Arlington is a little shy, celebrating his 9th birthday. Come on, Nicholas. Thanks, Mom. Here's Nelson Cruz. Broken bat. Broken bat ball carried a long way. That's some serious strength. 2 away.
Well, 28 home runs on the year, and Iwakuma able to get in his kitchen, shatter his bat. The ball still carries all the way out in left center, almost into the Mariners bullpen.
it's a good thing he got in his kitchen, huh?
Boy, you know it.
I think that's his 4th bat tonight already, though.
Mariners will put the shift on again with Chris Davis hitting.
Chris took a called 3rd strike his first time. At the end of the bat, if that had been in Anaheim, it might have come back fair. Over the weekend when the Mariners were down there, about how many balls would you say? 4 balls went down there that looked like they were dead foul and came right back.
Well, that's that funky grass. Even in the as an outfield, that was one of the toughest outfield surfaces. Yeah, because that ball,
snake.
I mean, I'm not just talking snake and just a little bit back and forth. I'm telling you, it would move a couple of baseballs each way, and then hot too coming at you. So, boy, it's almost like you had to go in and field it between your feet in case it took a bad hop or a bad little snake and could knock it down. But
tough to get some momentum going to where you're going to throw it if you have to.
And that was our.
You have to catch it first.
Yeah, that was our thinking. Rusty would always say, "Hey, catch it first," and the guy goes first to third, hang with him. But
find some grass here in center field. Reach out and punch one. Chris Davis, base hit.
5 hits in the inning.
So a 5-hit inning for Baltimore here in the third. Recently, Baltimore had been struggling since, look at that, July 9th. Prior to that, boy, they were ripping it up pretty good. Well, they've come to life here in the third inning.
It's part of a long season. Teams go through peaks and valleys.
J.J. Hardy.
I always used to think, Jay, what's saying that is especially if you know it's a good team, which the Orioles are, and you see those kind of numbers where they've lost 3 out of 4 or something, and you're coming in, I thought that's always a bad sign because you know it's a matter of time.
Exactly. And they know the personality of their team. They know all it takes is a bloop and a blast, and they're right back, and it's kind of how it is.
J.J. Hardy, the 8th man to the plate here in the third inning.
Yep, you know, that was our theory, wasn't it? Somebody's going to pay. Who's it going to be? It's the way you got to approach it.
Seager flips over to Cano, and that'll do it. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, a man left. 8 men to the plate in the third, a 4-0 Baltimore lead. Chris Taylor about to make his first major league appearance at home plate. Right now it's time for you to tweet your photos using the hashtag MarinersFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown later in the game. Brought to you by AT&T. So here's Chris Taylor.
I wonder how many people he has on the pass list.
So it was very emotional talking to his dad, breaking the news to him.
I bet.
It'll have to be tough as he found out today, but this is a moment he'll never forget.
Offer at that first pitch.
Why not? Why not?
5 homers, 37 runs batted in. And he does. Good rip.
He tried to do something with it, too. I like it. Aggressive swing. Got a fastball in the middle of the plate. Turned it loose. Take a look at his swing. Again, a lot of success at AAA. Nice short swing. 328 average. Had 5 home runs and 22 doubles in AAA.
Not cheating himself. Gotta like that.
Everything's moving a little bit faster for him right now. Oh, 2 to Taylor leading off the inning for the Mariners.
Put it in play, popped it up. Chris Davis is there, one away.
Okay, deep breath now. That's out of the way.
Fans give him a nice round of applause here. His first major league at bat, Chris Taylor. Back to the top of the order. James Jones will be the hitter. Jay, I got to ask you something, because I was talking to Mike about this and talked to Andy Van Slyke at the cage, and Andy working with James Jones, he said on 1 to 10 scale, 8 being a Gold Glove, he said he's a 5.5, will be a 7 next year. But he said his throwing has been a little bit off lately. He said throwing with your mind, not your eyes.
Well, that's true too, because a lot of times in this league, you think you got a chance to throw somebody out, and you're better off just keeping the hitter on first base instead of trying to throw a guy out at third per se, and then next thing you know, the guy walks into second.
Broken bat, ground ball, Flaherty throws him out.
So I can see that.
But in terms of the actual mechanics, you're saying, use your mind, sometimes, mechanically,
throwing downhill.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Junior and I, we used to do this deal all the time, and people thought we were always, mucking around, but we'd take a hat and throw it out in front of us about 10 feet, and we'd always sit out there and see who could hit each other's hat. And yeah, it was a game, it was a competition, but at the same time, we're working on driving the ball down.
Right.
And so, and we would do that all the time. I mean, make a point to do that, and it really, I think a lot of that is huge for an outfield, because a lot of guys, how many guys you see come up and they airmail the cutoff man? They come up, hey, I got a great arm, or hey, I got a chance to throw this guy off.
It's especially those guys, the guys with the great arm.
Right.
They always try to make the big throw.
And you guys know as well as I do, as soon as the ball goes up, and a first or third base coach, especially a third base coach, as soon as they see ball up, they're going to keep them coming.
Even an experienced runner will see that. That's what they're looking for.
So that, I mean, that's one of those deals that you don't see a lot of kids doing it. And that's a great drill for driving the ball down. Plus, also, you get used to seeing how the surface is and how the ball is going to hop up off the ground. I mean, is it gonna take a big hop, or is it gonna stay down? So now when the game starts, you're out there, you already know how far I need to judge and on my hop right here if I'm going to throw through the cutoff man with a good one hop.
Strike 3 called. Romero gone. So are the Mariners in the third. They trail 4-0. Mike Flowers and Jay Buhner with us here in the booth. And make sure you join us as we honor the man who led the Mariners to 840 wins and 3 division championships during his reign as Seattle's manager. Friday, August 8th. Lou Piniella Hall of Fame luncheon here at Safeco Field. Make sure you're here to see Sweet Lou and other Mariners, including Jay Buhner and Edgar Martinez. One unforgettable afternoon. Get your tickets to this unique event here at Safeco Field on the diamond. Log on to Mariners.com/HOF.
makes me laugh, man, that guy. I mean, just he would get so upset and snap up and down the bench, and his snaps would just had a way of breaking the ice and loosening things up.
Corey Hart just misses. Buck Showalter was telling the story about being with the Yankees, and Lou was still playing, and they had an old tin trash can, one of those old, I guess 40-gallon deals, and he made something like 0 for 3, right? 0 for 3, and they're waiting for him to explode. He took the trash can downstairs, got in it, took the top of the can and started banging himself on the head, going, "I'm garbage, I'm garbage," and then he destroyed the can. Buck was hilarious telling that story. That's the shortened version of it. But he said that was one of Buck's first encounters with him.
I'll tell you, he is a definite piece of work, man. Piece of work. I mean, I love playing for that guy.
What was the one time, like he said something that, maybe you screwed up or something, or maybe something you did good, something that motivated you, that you remember that went, I'm ready to run through a wall for this guy. Any moment like that jump out at you? It's going to be interesting here. That ball is going to stay fair. Oh, there it is. Where's Lenny Randall?
Oh, very nice. It's just his mannerisms, just the way he would tell you something. He goes, "All right, son, am I right? Am I right?" I mean, just stuff like that. I mean, he would just. I like it. Look at that game of inches, huh?
Well, he had no choice. He had to let it go.
I think the biggest thing, though, with Lou is it didn't take long for a lot of us to find out that he had your back, hands down. Hands down.
That's huge.
And it was especially true that if we got into some sort of little beanball war, it was gonna get ugly real quick.
Full Bedley on that one. Jonathan Shoup, he's gone. What away. Third strikeout for Iwakuma.
I thought one of the things that you found out about him too, is even when he was upset, angry, whatever it was of something that maybe you did, he typically, once he had his piece with you, it was over and done, forgotten about, and you go right back out there and play some more. He didn't, as far as the guys that were in there every day for him, he didn't hold grudges or hold it against you for very long. He would say his piece, and that would be the end of it.
Boy, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Because at first you're wondering, you don't know.
Right.
Am I going to be around tomorrow?
You ask him about it like 5-6 hours later. What, huh? Is it one of those kind of guys?
Typically laughing about it.
Yeah. Not bad.
My suggestion would be, though, don't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
That would be a bad idea.
Avoid being down at the end of the bench. Just go down, grab your bat, and get out on the on-deck circle.
Even if it's occupied, right?
So Michael's, I mean, he did have a unique way, though, of when he wanted to get a point across to you. Sometimes he would do it laughing, I mean, basically telling you, you stink. Like when I was in a rut, I'd struck out 8 times in a row in Kansas City, and I was going up, and he looked at me and he goes, son, are you going to put a ball in play? You going to move one forward this time? I mean, just stuff like that. I mean, that you just kind of
laugh about it, but he was kind of serious too. You better get it going.
Yeah, you knew that he was giving you a little kick in the booty, but he just did it in a very unique way. And like I said before, he kicking a water cooler. Next thing you know, he's hopping up and down the bench, and everybody. I mean, he turns around and goes, oh, it was funny. You can laugh, stuff like that. I mean, so he was good at picking on himself, making fun of himself. So
here's Caleb Joseph, base hit in center. Another one. So 2 outs.
Kuma's breaking some bats tonight, but
he is. I thought one of the biggest thing with him too is on stuff like that, Jay, just his overall timing on it always seemed to be pretty good. You were talking about that one for me one time. We were in the Kingdom playing the Red Sox, and they brought in Alejandro Pena, and I'm standing on deck, and Lou comes out of the dugout, and there it was easy because everything was right there, same level. You didn't have to go up steps and things like you do here, and he walked out on the carpet. He just looked at me. Are you going to get a hit off a right-hander? It's been a couple of weeks. And I just kind of looked at him and goes, I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a steak dinner if you get a base hit right here, because the bases were loaded. I just started laughing. Something's wrong with you, because at the time it's like, it's an intense situation and you're all fired up, and he just laughing and walks back in the dugout.
Get a knock?
I ended up hitting a triple, believe it or not.
Little boy.
Yeah.
But there's
I'll
something
let him pass on the steak dinner. I was just happy to get the hit. But his timing of it was perfect. Just kind of takes all that stress out of the situation as he's laughing, walking back.
That was a great art for him. He was really good at being able to judge guys' personalities, knowing guys' personalities, and who he could kick in the butt, and who he needed to, stroke a little bit, although he wasn't real good at stroking a lot of guys. but he was a very good judge of character. There's no doubt about that. And you knew when he was not in a good mood, especially when he was out in the center field standing behind the net right there. You're like, okay, he's not in a very good mood. He caught on real quick with his mannerisms.
We should give you guys about 45 seconds at that luncheon to do your best Lou impersonation.
It's going to be great. You know what I really would love to see? I'd love to find an old pair of shoes of his. Go back and watch.
Heels.
You guys go back out there and look at some of the, that 95 and him just sitting there with both feet going up and down kicking, and he would literally wear out the heels on his shoes.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 4-0. Orioles. Mariners baseball on Root Sports, being brought to you by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. And by Jack in the Box. Head to Jack in the Box for the new Jalapeno Ranch or Barbecue Ultimate Cheeseburgers at participating restaurants. Here in Seattle, first of 4 with the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles scored 4 runs on 5 hits. They got an RBI single by Nick Markakis and a 3-run homer by Delman Young against Sasashi Iwakuma in the 3rd inning. Meanwhile, Wei-Yin Chen for the Orioles, they're a left-hander from Taiwan, has held the Mariners to 1 hit. And that was a base hit by Dustin Ackley with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Here's Robinson Cano to lead it off here in the home 4th.
Mariners with 1 runner in scoring position, and it was Jones. Led the game off with the walk, stole second, ended up getting to 3rd. And a good at bat by Romero, hitting the ball to the right side, but the Mariners not able to score. Jones was thrown out at the plate, and that has been it.
I thought he looked like he was safe. On the replay on that overhead, it looked like he tagged him up around the head and got his hand in there. But
want to send our best get well hurry wishes to Craig McCauley, one of our cameramen.
Yeah, that's a pretty ugly deal, huh?
Yeah, that was bad.
Fire today at his home, and glad to hear that he's doing a lot better. Wow, way inside to Cano. 2-2. Hurry back, Craig McCauley. Cano, Hart, and Seager 3, 4, and 5 in the Mariner lineup here in the 4th inning. Fouled off the other way. Mariners last year 4-2 against the Orioles, 2-1 here, and 2-1 at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. The year before, 2012, Orioles were murder on the Mariners, beat them 8 out of 9 times.
Well, I guess going into this one, if you're a Mariner, you should know that you're going to have to score some runs again with Chen. They've been scoring 6.36 runs per game on average for him.
Oh,
what a good play by Joseph.
It sure was. Got it before he went foul. Two choppers in front of the plate.
And Cano said he thought it was foul by the time he put his hand on it. But the home plate umpire, Jim Reynolds, was standing right there, and he said, no, Lloyd doing the right thing. Get Cano out of the argument and have him go back to the dugout. We'll take a look at it. Joseph gets out behind home plate in great shape. Right off the back corner of the plate. Let's see how quickly he comes out from behind home plate. Cano thinking it's going to go foul for sure. When it bounces, it's going to, the ball's spinning to go foul, but he's able to get to it. Jim Reynolds right there. It's hard to tell from that angle, but he had a good look at it, the home plate umpire, and he called it fair immediately.
Tough break for Cano. Breaking ball. That was a hanger, and they got banged into center field by Corey Hart. One out base runner for the Mariners. Second hit tonight.
I think he wanted to start him with a slider down and in. Left it out over the plate.
Thank you. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Leave it up. Eyeballs light up. Get some extension.
4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Baltimore. No runs, 2 hits for the Mariners. They've left 2. Baltimore has stranded 3 tonight. Kyle Seager grounded out to Chris Davis at first. Ball 1. Orioles got all their runs in the top of the 3rd inning. Fastball for strike 1, 1-1. Hit well. Goes foul. Boy, did he get that one hard. What a great sound off his bat.
Fastball middle in.
It's a good looking swing, isn't it? Keeps that head down. Got that little power V right there.
Fouls that one off.
Especially off a lefty.
He's done some damage here at Safeco this year, which is good to see. Kyle leading the club with 16 home runs and 66 RBIs.
Wyan Chen battling Kyle Seager, 1-2. 1 out, 1 on. Chen 0-2 and 4 previous starts against the Mariners with a 4.56 ERA. Two and two. Chen on a nice run, having won his last 3 starts. 2-2 pitch here to Seager. Adam Jones to his right. 2 away. Hart back to first base. Hey, Mariner fans, visit the Root Sports Pen for Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy Night. It's tomorrow as the Mariners take on the Orioles. Enter to win a 16-foot Summer Shandy canoe and enjoy Summer Shandies on tap for $5 each in the Pen all night. There's Jesus Montero for the second time tonight. He's flat out to center. Montero expected to be sent back to Tacoma tomorrow when Kendrys Morales arrives from Minnesota. On to Jesus, DHing tonight. There's what Montero has done at Tacoma this season. .310 with 15 homers, 69 runs batted in. Big change in that approach at the plate. 1-2. Third baseman Flaherty goes short way to Shoop. That'll do it for the Mariners. They get 1 runner on. Stranda 4-0 Orioles. The 5th. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. See a lot of the Orioles. 7 of the next 10 against this ball club, and don't forget about Cleveland making a run at that second wild card as well. When the Mariners come home, Atlanta for 2 and the White Sox for a weekend series. Here's Delman Young, 3-run homer last time up, part of a 4-run third inning. 8 men came to the plate, 5 hits. Kuma ahead, 0-2 to leadoff man. Chop foul. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. Game 2 of this series coming up tomorrow night here at Safeco Field. CenturyLink link to what's next. Kevin Gausman against Felix Hernandez. Felix with a magnificent season work. 11-2 with a 2.02 ERA. Tops in ERA in the American League. Second in innings pitched, and this one popped up. Cano calling off Hart. One down. Felix also second to David Price in strikeouts. Join the Mariners 2015 lineup by making a deposit on season tickets. Reserve a great spot right now for just $100 per seat. What's more, when you make a deposit, you're going to have the chance to test drive season ticket locations this season and experience Mariners season ticket holder benefits, including access to special events, discounts, and more. For more info, visit mariners.com/15. Here's Adam Jones, 0 for 2. Romero has an easy play. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Nelson Cruz. He's broken a couple of bats. He's 0 for 2. A ground out to short and a fly to center.
And it looks like Iwakuma's figuring out that early in counts he has to throw quality strikes. A couple of pitches that he tried to steal some strikes with, including the slow breaking ball, ended up in the middle of the plate and it hurt him. But right now he's starting to pitch to the edges and getting some quick outs.
Strike 1 to Cruz.
Backup slider. Oops.
Up in the zone. Don't do that one again.
There you go.
That's better.
1-2 to Cruz. 4 for 19 career against Iwakuma.
Sometimes you can get away with that pitch just because as a hitter you're getting in there and you're going to take all the way. You just want to take a look at it. There you go.
Good movement.
Good split.
Strikeout of Cruz. 5th strikeout for Iwakuma. Nice 1, 2, 3, 5th. 4-0 Orioles.
Safeco Field, we take a look at the AL wildcard standings, and right now the Mariners tied with the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Look at the Indians, 2 games back. What you don't see on the screen is the Kansas City Royals right behind them. So the Indians with just a half-game lead. with a loss tonight. Those two teams playing each other. The Kansas City Royals would leapfrog the Indians. What they needed was a huge start from their starter. Corey Kluber ends up going 9 innings, strikes out 10, walks 0, but unfortunately he leaves with a no decision. A first Indian pitcher to do that in over 50 years. He gets a no decision, though, guys. That game right now in the 11th inning. But more importantly, we need the Mariners to win tonight to get that half-game lead back.
Absolutely, Angie. Thank you. That means we'll probably see Kluber next week. Didn't see him first time when Cleveland was in here. Here's Ackley to lead it off.
Let's hope he doesn't have a clue now. We're here all night.
Ackley with the Mariners' first base hit. Came with 2 outs in the second inning. Wei and Chen, no runs on 2 hits. Chen with 1 strikeout and 1 walk tonight. Off the fist, foul ball.
Seen a number of the left-handed hitters swing at the fastball in off the plate. Cano's chased a few pitches in on his hands. Lefty's hitting .315 off of Chen on the year. That pitch well in off the plate.
Play Ackley straight up in the infield and the outfield. 2-2. Ball 3. Ackley, Zunino, and Taylor here in the 5th inning. There's Mike. Fly ball, left center field. Adam Jones for out number 1. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Jay Buhner joining us here, Mariners Hall of Famer, above the A and Safeco field here tonight. Very pleasant evening. First of 4 with the Orioles. Here's Mike Z. Flied out to right field his first time. Ground ball. Flaherty throws him out. 2 away. Bring up Chris Taylor, second time around for the youngster, making his major league debut tonight. Fouled out to Chris Davis, the first baseman.
Chen went after him with nothing but fastballs. A couple of good swings. See if he can slow things down a little bit in this at bat now that he has that first at bat out of the way.
Strike 1. Did go. This is Jim Reynolds, 0-2. Taylor, a .328 hitter at Tacoma, 5 homers, 37 runs batted in 75 games. Had a hand injury, kept him out of action back in May. Worked a 2-2 count. Young man from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Up the middle. First base hit in the big leagues for Chris Taylor. Coming on a 2-2 pitch. 2 outs here in the 5th. At 8:40 p.m. Pacific time. Congratulations, Chris Taylor.
It's all right to smile about it, young man. Good swing on a fastball, protecting with 2 strikes, stays inside of it, doesn't try to do too much. Good inside out swing as he gets his line drive back up the middle.
Standing ovation. What a thrill. Sure, Andy giving him a big needle, right?
You bet. Why not?
Good for him. Congratulations. 14 out of 20 in stolen bases for Taylor down at Tacoma.
James Jones able to steal a base in the first inning after he walked.
Your first base hit came off of who, Jay?
Oh, man, you put me on the spot. I don't even.
Jerry Reed for me.
Jerry Reed.
Yeah, in the Kingdom.
There you go. Pull up the middle.
I pulled it to left field.
Okay.
Line drive to left field.
Mine was Kurt Young.
Kurt.
Oakland.
Up the middle. Oh, nice play by Chen. Like he went up for a rebound.
Jerry Reed.
That's right.
He's a Mullen Mariner.
Chris Taylor got his first big league hit. 4-0 Orioles.
Who picks up his first major league hit. Right now it's 4-0. We take a look at our AT&T fan photos of the game. Remember to tweet your photos to hashtag Mariners fan photo for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming broadcast. First, Stacy sent this one in. That's Riley here with a bunch of baseball campers enjoying the game. Looks like maybe from the 300 level. And Michael sends this one in. Dad with son here enjoying a baseball game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Chris Davis to lead it off, followed by J.J. Hardy and Jonathan Scope.
Well, things are starting to tighten up a little bit in that wild card race.
Isn't it something? Mariners were holding that second spot for a long time, and it's a car chase.
They're going to get tested.
Yankees, Seattle, Toronto, Cleveland.
Well, you know,
Kansas City's not out of it.
Yeah, you knew
yet.
Kansas City. I mean, they were the pick to click right out of the gate, so you knew they were going to turn it around.
And just like a car race or a horse race coming up hard on the outside, Tampa Bay.
How about that? They were talking about fire sailing.
Right.
And then, you know, obviously Price and where is he going to go and all that. And now they're like, man, we might have to hang on to him because he could be the huge piece that helps us win. So, and you know the Yankees, we've talked about this in the past. Every time all of a sudden you look up and you're like, where did the Yankees come from?
They've picked up Jeff Francis.
Yeah, I mean, there's some teams
Capuano today.
Yeah, they're not waiting. They're trying to get Cliff Lee.
Right. McCarthy, they'll have to pay a big dollar there.
I don't think he's going to go just because I think his whole wife, the experience the wife had. So, but you never know. Fly ball for Ackley. Amazing what Ducats can do, isn't it?
Power of persuasion, my man. Power of persuasion.
We got a lot of these in this. Beep, beep. That's the Brinks truck.
That's
Back
exactly
up,
right. Come on, Billy, a little bit to the left.
Yep.
Isn't that the truth?
So it's going to be interesting because you know a lot of these teams are not going to wait around. They are going to go get help now.
Deadline a week from today. With J.J. Hardy 0 for 2.
Be curious though. Phillies. It sounds like the Phillies are one of the teams that are going to start getting rid of some people. So
I was talking
they're going to try.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of guys who are signed to big dollars.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
I mean, now they're talking about Howard not, platooning him at first base.
And they're talking about at the end of the season cutting him loose.
No, that's good old cutthroat Philly, baby. What have you done for me lately?
Well, he's lucky it's not the NFL because he would have already been gone. That's the beauty of this sport. You got the
guarantee contract. Is that what that is?
Yeah. We go to Philly in a few weeks, and been reading up on some of those things and hearing from some of my friends. I was born and raised there. They're not happy. No. Pharrell Williams' song means nothing there right now.
Yeah.
Deep left field, going back Ackley. Got a beat on it. And Jonesy calls him off on the track.
Yeah, Philly might be asking, where's Charlie? Bring back Charlie.
Charlie Manuel.
You know what's interesting about it is you see the pitchers moving around now. Mariners, of course, pick up Morales today, but there aren't many hitters out there. I mean, really, when you look at it, you don't hear a lot of names. Marlon Byrd is one of the guys because he's a veteran guy. But there aren't a lot. Well, there's not. The hitting's down in baseball to begin with, but there's just not a lot of guys out there right now.
Well, Marlon Byrd, how about his whole situation? He couldn't even get an invite to spring training. Now look at him. I mean, that's impressive what he's been able to do.
Got 19 bombs.
Yeah, man.
Here's what the Mariners did today. Kendrys Morales, be a homecoming for him. He did a great job for the Mariners last year. 39 games. Matter of fact, he was instrumental in beating the Mariners with Minnesota a couple of weeks ago.
He drove in 5 runs in that series.
Well, certainly did. He did a heck of a job there. Fans coming away with the ball.
No spring training.
Yeah, right.
Had spring training with the Twins. 39 games. Now he's coming over here.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
What did he get out of the gate quickly with Minnesota? 6-game hitting streak, slumped, and since pick June 9th, in a 6-game hitting streak, he went 9 for 25. Then he went 0 for his next 18.
Well, the thing that I like is he had a 12-game hitting streak that was broken yesterday with an 0 for 4, and he'll be in the lineup tomorrow.
He's just a professional hitter. You guys know that. I mean, he knows what's going on.
And the other thing, Jay, I think that is nice about it is he's already played here. He's put up some numbers in this ballpark. He's comfortable here.
I totally agree. That's what I was saying.
In other words, he should get moving, quickly. You would think, because sometimes when you get traded, just the surroundings and your teammates and that first week is a lot. I think he's ready to go.
Adjust.
Yeah.
Plus his boy Robinson's here, so that doesn't hurt.
Still flies out to right field. And Iwakuma's done some good work here, retiring the last 6 men that he's faced. He needs some help. Safeco Field. Hey, ladies, great job as usual. Boy, they are getting it done up there watching baseball, and really some nice goods. That's a lot of it's time consuming in baseball to sit there and watch and go through that, chat with the girls and everything, have a cup of coffee or whatever. Not a bad deal.
And that's sore fingers.
Here's Romero to lead it off. Swing and a miss. Put a bow on that the wild card discussion. Tampa Bay since June 19th, 20-8.
That's hot. That's hot.
Romero, Cano, and Hart. Mariners have spread out 3 hits against YN Chen. It's 10-3 with a 4.21 ERA. Once again, he's got big run support with this 4-0 lead, averaging about 6.3 runs per start. Romero's grounded out the first and struck out looking.
76 pitches for him now, and it's interesting, even with all that run support. It's been 5 games since he's thrown 100 pitches in a game. They say that all of a sudden he just hit a wall and they have to go get him. Somewhere between 85 and 95 pitches.
Ground ball down to the third baseman, Ryan Flaherty. 1 out. Hey, it's a peach of a series. August 5 and 6, the Mariners and the Atlanta Braves complete a rare interleague matchup at Safeco Field. Whether they come to Tuesday 7:10 game or Wednesday afternoon's 12:40 matinee under the summer sun, you can pick up your tickets at mariners.com.
We used to call that the old 5 and dive.
5 and dive.
Give you 5 so they could get a decision, get out.
If you have a lead.
And pray that you get a win, you know. I'm going to skate out of this and turn it over my bullpen.
If you have the lead.
Mariners with a couple of wins down in Atlanta. In Atlanta 7-5 and 2-0. Here's a ground ball. Cano's had a tough night. Not getting the ball out of the infield. 2 away. Scope throws him out. Mariners won at Atlanta June 3rd and 4th. Leon got the victory in the first game, and Iwakuma the victory in the second game.
Bring up Corey Hart. Corey 1 for 2. Had a base hit back up the middle his last time up. Hanging breaking ball in the first pitch. Hit it hard.
Strike 1. Orioles got all the runs in the 3rd inning. They sent 8 men to the plate. 4 consecutive hits, a single, and a 3-run homer. Homer by Delman Young. This one to right field, Markakis. Routine play for him, and the Mariners quietly go in the 6th. 9 pitches. The Wei-Yin Chen has got a 4-0 lead. on Root Sports is brought to you by BECU, offering convenient access to online and mobile banking. Get info and join at becu.org. And by Pizza Hut. Make it great. Mariners need to make some offense great coming up shortly. Right now, Iwakuma looking to continue his nice little run here as he has retired 3-6 the last 7 in a row. He's now gone 34 2/3 innings without issuing a walk. He's got 8, 9, and 1 in the order coming up. Ryan Flaherty, Caleb Joseph, and Nick Markakis. Flaherty, a base hit to center. That started the 3rd inning with 4 runs on 5 hits. Jones a couple of steps towards left for Flaherty in center field. This one chopped. Kuma will take it, flips down, and makes a nice play.
That's a great play right there. Not having an alley to throw down, that's a great play.
Hey everybody, don't miss the second Safeco Field fireworks show of the season. Join us tomorrow night. Felix will be on the mound. It comes after the Mariners-Orioles game. Seattle's largest sing-along. It's at the fireworks. To get your tickets, visit mariners.com. Can't beat that. Felix on the mound against the Orioles. And you get your fireworks and sing along all in one tonight, big buddy. Ticket. Well, you know that. Caleb Joseph, catcher.
Having a good night. 2 for 2. Scored a run.
Felix, by the way, 5-4 with a 3.44 ERA against Baltimore. There's another strike, 0-2. Felix 1-3 with a 3.74 and 8 starts here at Safeco Field against the O's. Kuma struck out 5. No walks. Mariners with 3 hits, and one of the hits belongs to rookie Chris Taylor in his big league debut. 2-out single in the 5th. Single to center. Seager ranging to his left. Fine play.
Made it look easy, didn't it?
He has all year. Kyle showing some range to his left. It's tough sometimes when the ball stays flat like that. It's much easier when you have a little bounce to it, but be able to get down there and make the play. Plenty of arm.
See how quick that surface is. That ball hit and just stayed low and hot.
Top of the order, Nick Markakis. RBI single in the 3rd. It's also grounded out twice. Not a shock to see Markakis among the leaders in outfield assists again. He's 4th behind Cespedes, Bradley, Brantley, and then Nick. He's got 9.
How many Cespedes had?
12. A couple of bombs last night.
Should get 2 for throwing a guy out from the ball.
Was that a sick throw or what?
Come on with that
Done that
stuff.
a couple of times.
Those A's keep rolling along. 13-1. They won earlier today. Brandon Moss hit a grand slam in the 8th.
Look at that guy. Where'd he come from?
Boston, Philly, Pittsburgh.
That's right.
We can't use you. figured a lot of things out. He is a dangerous, dangerous hitter.
We got to steal that crystal ball from him. Figure out a way how to break into Andy's office and steal that thing. Because he keeps doing it with people that are like rejects, you know, which is amazing to me.
I hear you. Strike to Nick County.
At a ballpark that they love the fact that it's the worst in baseball. They love that. It's almost like they embrace that. Let's see how crappy we can make this feel. I mean, seriously, literally.
They're starting to draw a little bit more too. I mean, they got the best record in baseball.
Well, they better.
They just re-upped on the lease. Right to Chris Taylor. Pull it off the bat of Markakis. 10 in a row retired by Iwakuma. He deserves some help. 4-0 Baltimore. Washington's lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? Very pleasant evening here in Seattle at Safeco Field. Chris Taylor. Jay Bunner, this kid's looking good here in his major league debut.
Ball got on him in a hurry, though, didn't it?
Sure did.
It's like, hello. That's how hard they hit him up here in the big leagues. Wow. I didn't have one down in AAA hit to me quite like that before. Some things seem to have another gear.
Right there. Update from Anaheim. Angels 3-1 over Detroit. How about this pitching matchup? Max Scherzer against Garrett Richards. Angels just got 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Scherzer and Richards still in there. Wyan Chen, he's throwing a beauty here.
I'm just going to guess that there's a lot of strikeouts in that game.
Yeah, right.
We just saw Richards, and wow.
He's pretty filthy, isn't he?
Yeah, he was 97, 98 with a cutter.
Just like Scherzer.
He went, what, the first 15 that he retired. Long foul second of the night by Seager. Seager, Montero, and Ackley here in the 7th.
It's funny you talk about the Angels because Scioscia, if I remember correctly, he was on the hot seat all last year, and all of a sudden it's like this could be the year he's going to get released. You know, they got to fire him. It's got him playing good, and they're not even really hot yet. I don't think they don't have. I mean, Trout's starting to swing a little bit. Pujols is. Boy, they get Hamilton get going.
There's a base hit for Seager. 4th Mariner hit. Angels with a 7.5 game cushion in that wild card chase. They're still thinking about catching the A's. They start tonight 2 back. A's have already won. They won earlier this afternoon. They wiped out Houston. Here's a look at the West. 2.5 games starting today. Mariners 10 back.
It's funny you're talking about Scioscia. It's amazing what happens when you win a few ball games, isn't it? Everybody's attitude changes.
I think he's a great manager. I just think he had a bunch of guys that got beat up and hurt last year, and some other guys that just hee-hawed the whole year long. So, you know, what do? supposed to push all the right buttons. Sometimes you get exposed. You can't do it when you got guys that don't perform. But they're doing good this year. What have you done for me lately, Michael?
Mike Scherzer, 7 strikeouts, 5 for Richards. Here's Montero, 0-1. There's Medina getting ready. This is game 102. This coming down to this last bit of game is going to be has a chance to be very interesting.
Well, let's hope so, right?
Yes, indeed. Runner goes, foul back.
It seems like the last few years there's been a couple of divisions that have come down to that last game.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. And Montero, he's gone. Second strikeout for Chen. 1 down, 1 out. 1 down and 1 on in the 7th. And coming up tomorrow, CenturyLink linked to what's next. Kevin Guzman goes against Felix Hernandez. Felix just outstanding. Leads in ERA, 2nd in strikeouts, 2nd in innings pitched, 3rd in winning percentage, 3rd in batting average against. Opponent's just hitting a .197 against Felix. Dustin Ackley, the hitter, 1 for 2.
Next pitch will be 90 for Chen. Nobody getting loose in the Orioles bullpen. And it's been 5 starts. It's his 6th start since he's thrown 100 pitches.
Buck's going to force him to throw 100, isn't he, at this stage?
Unless he gets into some trouble.
Wow.
Adam Jones on the case. Then yielding to Cruz out there. Makes the play. 4 hits tonight by the Mariners, all singles. Orioles got 4 runs on 5 hits in the 3rd inning. 8 men to the plate. RBI single by Markakis and a 3-run homer by Delman Young. Here's Mike Zunino. Fly to right, ground out to 3rd. To the strike, 1-1. Michael Saunders on the DL, got an oblique injury. Brad Miller with tonight off. But Saunders was in there this year. He had some really good stretches, and then injuries just kept piling up. So he popped up back this way. Ball and 2 strikes.
It'd be nice to get Michael back.
Saunders on the season at .276, 6 homers, 28 runs batted in 65 games, and hit 3 stolen bases as well. A squibber out to the second baseman. Scope throws out Zunino. And Mariners are gone here in the 7th. They do pick up their 4th hit, but leave them stranded. It's 4-0 Baltimore. Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Beautiful night here in the Emerald City. 4-0 Orioles, first of 4. As we take time to look at our Seattle City Light power play. Delman Young kept them aboard. 3-run jack. Part of a 4-run, 5-hit. 8 men to the plate, third inning for Baltimore for Delman, his 4th home run.
First pitch, hanging breaking ball to Young. 3-run homer. For Iwakuma tonight, 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Didn't walk anybody, no surprise there. 5 strikeouts, 96 pitches, 73 of those for strikes. A lot of strikes from Iwakuma tonight.
It is amazing, no walks. He just continues to stay on that run, huh?
He's at 35 2/3 now without a walk.
But a team like this sometimes makes them a little bit more aggressive. When you're a home run team, got to be careful living in the middle of the plate.
Medina making his 41st appearance on the year, 2.36 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 16 walks for Medina. Opponents hitting just 182.
The aforementioned Delman Young is going to lead off against Medina. Adam Jones and Nelson Cruz to follow. Delman Young, a much trimmed down version of himself over the last 5 or 6 years. A couple of years with Tampa Bay, 4 years with Minnesota, a year and a half with Detroit, 80 games with Philly last year, and then 23 games he returned to Tampa Bay.
For Iwakuma, 5 starts for him without a walk. That is a Mariner record. He was tied with Cliff Lee. And now he's at 35 2/3 innings without a walk. The record is 38, held by him.
Long run by Romero. Comes up empty. Two pitch here coming from Medina. Nice friendly hop for Seager. 1 away. Mariners can already promise a clutch hit when they take it to the White Sox Friday, August 8th. That's because it's EQC Girls Night Out. And when you purchase a specially priced ticket, you're going to pick up a Mariners fashionable clutch. It's a great accessory, a ticket to the game, and your first drink is available for as low as $25 only at mariners.com/girls. 1 away in the 8th. Adam Jones, the hitter. 0 for 3. Bottom of the 6th, Tigers have rallied at Anaheim and lead 4-3. Castellanos with a 2-run double. 3-run inning in the 6th for the Tigers. Tigers leading the Central Division by 6.5 starting today. Over Cleveland. Mariners will see Cleveland next week. Two-0 pitch. Hit foul. That's Bobby Dickerson, the third base coach. Wayne Kirby coaches at first for the Orioles. Don't sound like a little angry with himself after on that foul ball.
Yep, they got a few mics around this place, don't they? Pick up a few too many things sometimes. A few too many cameras around too.
Fouled off Kevin Millwood a couple of years ago. I told him, I said, dude, we're picking up stuff. He said, Dave, I guarantee you, I'm going to do it again. And he did.
That's the nature of the beast. You're out there competing.
I like that guy. Kevin Millwood. Good career. Really good career.
Good old country ball.
Swing and a miss. That's a dandy pitch by Medina. His first strikeout. 2 down. 2 outs here in the 8th. Time for a Geico. This date in MLB history. Kasizaki. July 24th. Where were you guys in the year 2000? Earned his 14th consecutive save, tying Mike Timlin for the 3rd best streak in team history. Kasizaki. Boy, he had some good years here for you guys.
The Fang. Here comes the Fang.
2 away. Here's Nelson Cruz. Power on power here. He's 0 for 3. Blows it by Seager for a base hit.
Hunting that dead red, isn't he?
He's watching all the pitches, first pitch fastballs to the 2 hitters before him. Good fastball at 94, but he's able to hit it past Kyle.
David Lowe going to pinch run. So Cruz picks up a base hit. David Lowe's going to pinch run. 2 outs here in the 8th. Here's Chris Davis. Strikeout looking, single to center, fly to left. Numbers way off of last year's pace when he had 53 round trippers.
Beat up a little bit this year, hadn't he?
Yeah, he spent some time in the deal.
It's still amazing that he has 50 RBIs when he's hitting just 203.
Some guys just know how to hit with that scoring position.
Runner goes, throw high, late, stolen base, David Lowe. David Lowe at the stolen base. That's his 7th. Takes over the team lead, breaking a tie with Adam Jones.
Take a look at it. Pitch that's away. Pretty good pitch to throw on. Just a little high. With Davis hitting, they have the shift on, so it's Kyle Seager covering at second.
What a 1 to count to Chris Davis. Two and 1 to Chris. Just came up in the Texas organization. His career has really blossomed here with Baltimore. Came into this season having hit 88 home runs the last 2+ seasons for the O's.
Isn't it funny how that works? The guy just can't get it together. Sometimes they need a new change of scenery, and you get over, and Baltimore's a pretty good place to hit.
Fly ball left field for Ackley. That'll do it. Time running short on the Mariners. 8th inning coming up. It'll be Chris Taylor, James Jones, Stephen Romero in this 4-0 Baltimore lead. Happy times for Chris Taylor. Got his first big league hit. That was in the 5th inning, but the Mariners are trailing here 4-0 to the Baltimore Orioles as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The left fielder David Lowe just came in as pinch runner for Cruz and stole second base. If Chris Taylor can get the Mariners cranking here in the 8th, Taylor, Jones, Romero against Y.N. Chen. Chen tonight 2 strikeouts. He's walked just 1. Won his last 3 ball games. Hit hard, but foul. Oh, almost a great catch by the ball girl. She was paying attention. That thing was just got there in a hurry.
Not an easy play. Hooking line drive right at her. Oof.
Strike 2 to Chris, 0-2.
Make sure you look over that forearm with that glove. Woo! She's almost spitting chiclets, huh?
There's the 0-2. Strike 3 called.
Paint.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Well, this is now the longest outing of the year for Chen. 7 innings is the deepest that he's been able to get in a game. Now 7 1/3 with that strikeout.
3rd strikeout of the night against 1 walk, giving up 4 hits, and they have been scattered. 4 singles tonight. Here's James Jones.
Get down.
David Lowe right there.
Right in the lights. Could have stayed in just a little bit longer right there.
Ride with all your fans on Sound Transit and enjoy freedom from traffic and parking. Plan your next trip. Visit soundtransit.org. Quick 2 outs. Bring up Stephen Romero. 2 ground outs and a strikeout tonight. Called out on strikes in the 3rd. Strike 1. Charlie Furbush heating up. All 4 runs for the Orioles in the 3rd inning. 0-2. Chen has been in control here tonight.
101 pitches, 72 strikes for him. 21st pitch strikes to the 29 batters that he has faced.
Chen pitched 4 years in Japan with Chinichi, went 36-30 with a 2.48 ERA. This is his 3rd year in the big leagues. Just turned 29 years old on July 21st. Ball foul. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 to Romero. 2-2. Not been an offensive night here for the Mariners. 2-2. Kendrys Morales will be welcome with open arms tomorrow.
Yep. Boy, they'll meet him at the door when you hang.
Got some cigars ready to share with him.
Nice AB right here by Romero. Found off some tough pitches. Let's see if he can win the battle and maybe get a little 2-out lightning going here for the Mariners. They need it desperately.
Yes, they do. 2-2 pitch.
Oh,
that'll drop in.
Good AB.
For the Nick Markakis, 5th hit for the Mariners. Well done by Stephen Romero.
It took him 9 pitches, but eventually he was able to get a base hit off the changeup. Take a look at it. 9 pitches, a lot of fastballs, but he hits this changeup off the plate away. Pretty good pitch from Chen, but he'll pick up a base hit. Dave Wallace, pitching coach, making a trip out to the mound. Chen right now, 107 pitches. The season high is 108.
Aaron O'Day is warming up.
This will be his last hitter.
How about the streak that Felix Hernandez is on? 12 consecutive ultra quality starts for him. Opponent's hitting just $1.97. The Sterling ERA leads the American League. 11-2 record. He is just a wonderful, wonderful first half plus of this season. Here's with Endy Chavez. Here's Cano 0 for 3. Tom Seaver, the only pitcher since 1900 to go to 13 consecutive ultra quality starts.
Tom Seaver.
George Thomas.
Since you mentioned that, nice little article and some nice words he's saying about Derek Jeter. Thinking he should be a unanimous choice in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be the first one since him, isn't it?
I believe so. Cano right to the shortstop. J.J. Hardy throws him out, and that'll do it. Another runner stranded by the Mariners. We go to the 9th. It's 4-0 Baltimore.
We take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Mariners. Sure, we have 3 more here against the Orioles, so 4 total. Then we get the Cleveland Indians and then the Orioles again. These games are so important because all of a sudden things in the wild card race have gotten so tight. The Yankees and the Blue Jays right now tied with the Mariners. Seattle in danger of being overtaken tonight if they end up dropping this game. The Indians 2 games back. Again, Mariners have those games against the Indians coming up. Now tonight they are facing the Kansas City Royals. The Royals actually ended up scoring tonight in the 8th inning. They were 3 outs away from overtaking the Indians in the wild card race, but unfortunately the Indians end up scoring a run in the top of the 9th in that game right now in the 14th inning, guys. It's the Royals' first 14-inning game since 2012. Stay tuned.
Wow. We've been there in those long games. Charlie Furbush takes over. Thanks, Angie. Charlie Furbush, 3rd pitcher tonight for the Mariners. Here's a look at Charlie's ledger. Game number 42 for him.
All I got to say to that is keep burning up their bullpen since we're next on the list.
Cleveland and Kansas City 1-1 on the 14th. Detroit 5-3 at the Angels, top of the 7th. Charlie Furbush, first hitters J.J. Hardy. Hardy, Scope, and Flaherty here in the 9th. Two 2-0 from Charlie. Charlie pitched against the Mets 3 nights ago. 2/3 of an inning, 1 strikeout. Back with a strike. All the Baltimore runs coming in the 3rd inning. They sent 8 men to the plate. Got an RBI single by Nick Markakis. Next man up was Delman Young. He had a 3-run homer. And that's a scoring for this evening. Play strike 2, 2-2. Hardy a Gold Glove shortstop. Charlie's got him 2-2.
That will be the danger, I think, for the Mariners in this 4-game series, and especially when they go to Baltimore because of that ballpark. But the Mariners pitching has been so good this year. It's going to be tough for the Orioles to string hits together, but they are first in home runs, and it's that big inning that can end up costing you, and that 3-run homer really hurts now.
And they know it's just a matter of time, so they got that in the back of their mind whenever they walk
breaking ball, strikes out Hardy, looking, 1 down. So 1 out here in the 9th. Catch all of the second half action on MLB.TV Premium. It's the #1 live streaming sports service. Watch every out-of-market game live in true HD on over 400 devices. Visit Mariners.com for details. Jonathan Scope, second baseman. Big kid for second baseman at 6'2", 210. Got a Curacao. Strike 1. Orioles on the season at 26-18 against their division. They've had a tougher time against the Central, 9-14. Against the West, 14-9, and in interleague play, they're 6-4. Breaking ball, hammered foul out.
O'Day was throwing last inning, and it looks like Chen's night is finished. Again, his longest outing of the year, going 8 innings. But O'Day, it looks like he'll take over.
Oh, 2 scope. And Zunino holds on. Back-to-back Ks here for Charlie Furbush. Here's Andy Mentek.
Guys, thanks so much. Apparently, the Royals and their fans tired of free baseball tonight. And in the 14th inning, Norichika Aoki ends up hitting in Lorenzo Cain. And so what this means in the wild card standings is now the Kansas City Royals have leapfrogged the Cleveland Indians. So the Cleveland Indians 2.5 back, Royals actually on the screen with the Mariners, Yankees, and Blue Jays. Guys, back to you.
Marquee races coming up.
It's going to keep Angie busy.
59 games left after tonight. That just missed Ryan Flaherty.
And Zunino set up on the outside corner. That fastball just gets away from him.
We heard the sickening thud last night. Taijuan Walker hit Ruben Tejada in the head.
Well, he had 2 or 3 walks after that. I think it shook Taijuan up a little bit.
He's been a little erratic since he's come back healthy. That'll shake up anybody right there.
1-1 to Flaherty, who's singled, struck out, tapped back to the pitcher. Two and one. Mariners 2 and 4 since the All-Star break, and in jeopardy losing another one here. 2 and 1. Popped up. No play for Zunino. Two balls, 2 strikes to Flaherty. 2 outs, nobody on. Struck him out. So Charlie strikes out the side in the 9th. Trying to get to work here with only 3 outs to play with. Hart, Seager, and Montero coming up. Four to nothing. Here's a reminder, Coors Banquet and the Wildland Firefighter Foundation support the brave firefighters who protect us. A donation of 25 cents from each case of Coors Banquet purchased between now and August 31st will go to the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. Please help us protect our West and support our wildland firefighters. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Jay Buhner above the A at Safeco Field. Darren O'Day takes over.
Submariner, 43rd appearance on the year, and he has pitched well. A 1.04 ERA, 43 strikeouts to 11 walks. Opponents hitting just 209 against him.
Wyatt Chen en route or in line to get his 4th consecutive victory. Well, he was tough tonight.
Only 5 hits.
Andy Chavez, he'll pitch hit for Corey Hart. Here's Indy's work as a pinch hitter, 1 for 5. First pitch from O'Day. Ball 1. How'd you do against guys like this?
You know, you just had to zone up. Zone up. Make them get it up. It's always funky, though. It's a funky release point. That old Laredo down under, not too many guys. And then they throw that little frisbee slider on you like that.
I always felt that that pitch was a little bit easier to hit than that super sinker running in.
But it's just always, it's so weird to have to take your eyes. You know, your eyes are so used to coming off the ear on most pitchers, and now all of a sudden you got to go down around the waistline. It's funky.
2-0 to Andy. Takes a strike.
I don't see how their arms didn't fall off, though, because, I mean, that's got to be a lot of stress on the elbow.
Delman Young, 3-run homer. Blew it open in the 3rd.
You're right, Dave. He has skinnied down a little bit, hasn't he? He's looking good.
Dimitri, his brother, was in Anaheim over the weekend walking around the ballpark with Eric Davis. Dimitri's down, he must be down 50, 60 pounds himself. Didn't even recognize him. Didn't recognize him. Meat hook.
Why do you wait till now?
I remember talking to Delman a few years ago with Minnesota, and he came in down and he said, stop with the fast foods, basically.
Yeah.
Almost didn't recognize him a few years ago with Minnesota. 2-2.
Well, as you get older, you got to make some changes.
Bingo.
Things just don't work like they used to.
Can't peel them off, baby.
It's funny that you said that, because I saw Eric Davis and I didn't know who that was standing next to him.
Mark Gubicza told me, he said, do you know who that is? I said, no. He said, that's Meat Hook. I said, get out of here. That's who it was. I reckon Eric Davis looks the same. He looks
the same, yeah.
He looks great. Dimitri Young.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
You think it was Eric's bodyguard or something?
It was almost kind of the other way around, I think. Zach Britton getting loose.
Eric looked great. He had
he did.
He had a country club sweater with the diamonds on it, you know, and white pants and white shoes.
Talk about a guy that could buggy whip.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, could he generate some bat speed in Eric Davis? My goodness. And a cannon.
Tapper in front. Here's O'Day. Throws him out. One down, 9th inning. Kyle Seager's going to be the hitter. He's 1 for 3. Got a base hit his last time up. Single to right.
The shift.
8 strong innings.
Is that what you're laughing at, the shift again?
I'm laughing at my old teammate Wayne Kirby trying to get Adam Jones to move further over in the right center field.
Oh, I love it. Wayne Kirby.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you play with him, Mike?
Dodgers.
call for strike. 1-1.
Keep it fair this time, Kyle.
He's hit 2 long fouls. One and two. Montero giving way in the on-deck circle to Logan Morrison. Pitch inside to Seager. 2-2. There's Lomo. Broken bat Lupert to the second baseman. Make that the shortstop J.J. Hardy. Out number 2. Darren O'Day comes in to get 2 outs, and now Logan Morrison pinch hitting for Jesus Montero. Morrison struck out in last night's loss to the Mets 3-2. Morrison 1 for 1 against O'Day, and it's a home run. Shift on against Morrison.
This guy needs to get hot for the Mariners again. Big time, because he can do some damage. Get him going. Morales in there. That mystery bat, maybe.
Mystery bat gets here soon.
Whoever that may be. Whoever's willing to give it up.
1-1. Foul back ball and 2 strikes. Baltimore Orioles first place in the American League East. Last hope here for the Mariners. Logan Morrison 1-2, 2 out, nobody on. Darren O'Day delivers outside for ball 2. Morrison looking to break an 0 for 8 on this homestand. He's got a 2-2 count. Fouls it off. One big inning in this ball game. It was the 3rd for Baltimore. They scored 4 runs on 5 hits, 8 men to the plate, 3-run homer Delman Young. 2-2 here to Morrison. Pitch from O'Day. Hit foul. Morrison trying to keep it alive. If he can do so, Dustin Ackley's on deck. O'Day ready with another offering at 2-2, 2 out, nobody on. Pitch. Strike 3 call. That's the ball game. Orioles won it 4-0. 12th time this season the Mariners have been shut out. And this has not been a good start to the second half. The Mariners are now 2-5 after the All-Star break. We're back with more right after this.